So it's pretty obvious that I'm a fan of Mac Miller and his music, of course. And every year when his birthday passes by, I have a reoccurring question popping in my head, one that's been doing so for years at this point. And that question would be, just what is Mac's best project? What album is considered his best? So obviously, this is a subjective line of questioning, so let's break it down into two sides. What is your favorite project by Mac Miller and why? Then answer, what do you think his best project is? Although I've been asking myself this question for years, honestly, I still don't have an answer. As someone who really enjoys variety, Mac's discography is one that I hold in high regard. I can't simply choose just one project. There may be a project that means a lot to me in terms of where I was in life and whatnot when I came across it, but then again, there are other albums that capture and invigorate a mood or feeling that you just don't get on other albums. Now, if you just want to hear more traditional boom bap rap, it's there. If you want to hear R&B with elements of pop, well, it's here. There's something for everyone, whether it's jazz, which is his Larry Lovestein persona, or his more experimental hip-hop, like his Delusional Thomas persona, and the slowcore and much more in between. I say all that to say that I understand why when I ask someone who's a fan of Mac just which project they think is his best, I usually get two different answers, and they always differ from my views at the current time. Therefore, I pose this never-ending question to you. Give it some thought, because I'd love to hear the reasoning. What is Mac's best album, and what is his favorite of yours? And if you haven't given Mac's discography a listen, then I'm not sure what's stopping you. I bet there's something there for you too. So go on, check it out, then come back, and let me know what you think. Oh, and for the record, growing up, I would always say that watching movies with the sound off is his best project, and was also my favorite. It just felt like a nice successor to Faces, and his rapping definitely didn't disappoint. But over time, much more albums have been released, and although I enjoy them all, I truly can't pick a favorite, simply because I'd feel like I'm disregarding or missing out on so much regardless of what I pick. But these days, I would have to say that his most recent, the slower paced stuff, is currently my favorite. That's my favorite type of Mac. Now, maybe that's because, it's been some years and he has passed, so the music does hit different. And especially when you listen to, his most recent work, you can see that he kind of felt that, things were going down this route. So it does bring a certain level of surrealness to it all. And maybe that's a reason why I do gravitate towards his slower stuff. Maybe. Not to say that I don't like watching movies with the sound off anymore. I definitely do. But I just want to say that all of them hold a special place in my heart, but the slower stuff definitely gets me going. But like I mentioned before, it's definitely hard for me to choose a clear-cut favorite, because things like The Divine Feminine, it's a very bright, beautiful album, and I feel like that encapsulates a certain mood, and I love revisiting that album when I'm in that mood. At the same time, Faces is its own beast, and Circles, I love it. It's somber, but it's sweet. And I can go on and on and on. Basically, I'm just saying that I don't ever really think that he missed. I think there's a lot of home runs. Just which one is your favorite? And which one is his best? Is it the nostalgia factor of Kids? Is it the frat prac happy rap of Blue Slide Park? Or is it the experimentation of Macadelic and Faces? Or is it his rapping ability on Watching Movies or Good AM? Or is it the feeling that The Divine Feminine captures? Or is it simply the sincere nature that we get in Swimming in Circles and everything afterwards? Let me know. You be the judge.